welcome back. If you're new, let me turn the air on. My name is Nikki. We are in Dallas, Texas today. I'm at the Goodwill store. I looked this up before I parked so I could tell you guys. On Westmoreland Road. I'm pretty sure I'm in like Dallas proper. I don't know, you guys. You can look it up if you want. There's a donation center and a Goodwill store. This one was the most highly reviewed one I could find in this area. I'm going to hit up the Goodwill outlets tomorrow. We're going to go see what we can find. I brought an extra suitcase specifically just to bring back inventory with me. So hopefully we find some good stuff. Subscribe if you love like come thrift with me in different cities because I travel a lot and I always source wherever I go. The video that I filmed yesterday was an Amazon sourcing video in Idabel, Oklahoma. If you haven't seen that, I will link it down below. So let's go inside and see what we can find. From what I can see and from what I read online, the store is very big. So I should be okay filming. We'll see. Let's go. All right, friends, let's head into the store. The first place I went was the shoe section. Trying saying that fast 5 times. This store is very big, and the first pair of shoes I noticed were these Sperry topsiders. I thought these had better comps. I've never sold these before. I just know some of my friends wear them. And comps weren't that great. Sell-through rate was like 20%, and comps on used were like $5 to $20. So I decided to pass on those. I showed you the sign at the top. The pricing in this store was a little confusing because they have colored price tags on everything, as you'll see. Not price tags, but colored stickers with no price tags. And it said adult tennis shoes $9.99. I just showed you that. But then some of these aren't tennis shoes. So I'll explain the pricing at the end of the video. The sales associate finally told me what was going on. I picked these up, these Beverly Hills polo sneakers, because I thought they were something. I thought it said Salvatore Ferragamo. And then I quickly realized, no, it's not. So you guys, I have a lot of footage from this store because it was very big. So it was very easy to film. So I spent, I want to say like 50% of my time in the shoe section. I will show you and pan around in a little bit and show you just how large this store is and how large the shoe section is. So you guys know for most of my reselling career, I have not been into selling used shoes, but now I love it, you guys. I'm kind of thinking like if I could just sell shoes, I would. There's no measurements. You don't have to take a million photos. There's very few returns because people know their shoe size. You know what I mean? I love it, you guys. I didn't find a ton of well, you'll see in the haul portion, actually, at the end of this video. I actually did buy a couple pairs. I was just hoping to get something like 20 or 30 pairs of shoes that I could ship home. Didn't find that many. This place had a really big shoe selection, really big purse selection, but a lot of them were really, really worn. Very used, very well loved. Some of them beat up, so I passed on a lot of them. I check out the purses, and when I check out purses, I first look for brand and fabric. Didn't find anything that was like real leather. Even if something doesn't have a brand, if it is real leather, I will usually sell it if I can for profit and just use a bunch of keywords like, you know, large leather tote, workwear, lunch bag, something like that. But didn't find anything in the purses. When I look at shoes, you guys, just a little tip, I look at every single row. I get down on my knees, I go all the way to the bottom, I stand up and I go all the way to the top because you might miss some things. A lot of people don't do that. They don't want to bend down like I am, and I totally get it. So I looked at those Levi's and comps looked good on those, but they were beat up. I looked at these Ted Bakers and I almost got these until as you can see, I zoomed in. Lots of stains what I could have gotten out, but the tread was kind of messed up and then there was some peeling of the fabric. So I decided to pass on these. A lot of times when I get Ted Baker, I send it to the RealReal. They don't price it very high. Look, it says men's shoes $8.99, and the cashier told me that that is correct. Men's shoes, all men's shoes are $8.99. I'll get back to Ted Baker. I love selling rollerblades, you guys. It's just because I knew I would have to pay to ship those home and it would eat up my profit. But if you can find rollerblades that are in good condition, you could sell them. It doesn't even matter the brand, you guys, for a pretty decent price, anywhere from like $40 to $70. So Ted Baker, I usually send to the Real. They don't price it up, but if you can get it for affordable enough price, sometimes there's still room to make profit, and it usually sells pretty fast for me on the Real because they price competitively. That's what I wanted to tell you about Ted Baker. So pricing at this store, I thought that was a price tag. She said no. They just use the stickers so they know the color of the week. There's always a color of the week that's 50% off. On this day, it was yellow. But she said otherwise, don't even look at the sticker color. The price on the sign is the price. So she said even though it said women's tennis shoes $9.99, I guess all women's shoes are $8.99. Like, well, can you guys update your signage? And all men's shoes are $8.99 also. So basically all shoes are $8.99. Look at this. Does this not look like a department store? This is probably the second biggest thrift store I've been to. Second to the one that I went to in Minneapolis. I did film there. I will leave a link to it down below. That, hands down, is the biggest thrift store I've ever been to. I can't remember the name of it. It's right in the middle of the city. I'll link the video down below if I can find it on my channel. Subscribe if you enjoy travel thrift with me, because there's going to be a lot coming at you soon. Okay, moving on to more shoes. I think I should probably just do some music over this, you guys, because I stayed in the oh my God, I can't say it, you guys. Shoe section for quite a bit. How cool are these red shoes? I could not find the brand, not the white ones, the red ones next to it, these ones. If you know that brand logo, can you let me know? I did a Google Lens and I couldn't find it, but I just thought that these were really cool. Even though they're not in season, you guys, I sell stuff on all seasons. I sell sandals in December, I sell bikinis in January, and I sell winter coats in July. You have to think like a fashion buyer, I always say, when you're a reseller. Department store buyers are already buying things for spring and summer 2022. So, all right, let's keep looking at some shoes. Something new that I've been doing is checking out kids' shoes. I often skip that area, but a lot of times, you guys, even used kids' shoes can resell for a good amount if you get them for a good price. I was going to buy these Disney Frozen shoes, but looking up comps, these only retail brand new for 30 bucks. So used, they were selling anywhere from like 5 to 15. And like I told you, I couldn't figure out the shoe pricing for kids, so I just decided to pass on those, even though they were cute in really good condition. I was going to pick up these Jordans, but then I realized like the, you can see the little pink yellow part. I don't know what that's called. The design was falling off and they were pretty worn, but that would have been a great pickup if that. I bet you there's some people that know how to fix that pretty easily. You guys, I always tell you, I keep it super basic with shoes. I am not a shoe expert. I just lightly clean them and list them and send them on their merry way. So I don't know how to repair much of anything. I don't even sew, you guys. If I need something that needs to be sewn, I give it to my mom, and if she can't do it, I take it to the tailor. I have no interest in learning that stuff. I don't probably ever want to know how to use a sewing machine. It's just not something I enjoy. So kudos to you guys. A couple of you have commented and said you tailor your own clothing, you tailor stuff you buy. I think that's amazing. I just don't have the patience for it. All right, moving on to jackets. I'm pretty sure all jackets are listed at $9.99. Let me know how you feel about stores that just price by categories. At first, I'll mention this in the car at the end of the video. I thought I didn't like it, but now that I think about it, you can find some high-end stuff, and no matter what, because they don't price per item, it's $9.99. Now, it also is not that great because as you see, there's like a halogen jacket, Banana Republic, like even mall brands are $9.99. But when you're a reseller, if you know your brands and you know you could sell the jacket for 40, 50 bucks, it's kind of great that they do that. And remember I said all yellow tags this week were 50% off. So, I mean, if you get something yellow tag even, it's great. So I kind of like it and it's nice. There's no price tags on everything. All you have to do is cut off these little, you can see the little things, which is kind of like a price tag. What do you call those things? I know that, but it's slipping my mind. So I did end up finding one vintage jacket that I'm going to show you, but as you can see here, lots of mall brands, lots of older stuff, lots of Van Taylor Loft. I thought it was interesting that I was in Dallas and they didn't have like a proper like coat section. It's more like this, like jackets, blazers, and they had like a couple coats sprinkled in here or there. But you can see this store is not hurting for inventory. Wait until I show you the hard goods section, friends. It's just a really, really big store. This was what they had listed as like a sweater coat section. Again, you can see a lot of mall brands, Cherokee, tattered stuff. This one caught my eye. Theory. You guys know I love picking up Theory at the bins and selling it to ThredUp or The RealReal. This is a vintage brand. It's Y-U-S-H-I. Yushi, I think. Yushai. I don't know. Comps are really good for this on eBay. The larger sizes do pretty well for this. I'm going to mention this in the car. And this is only a size medium, but I'm hoping to sell that anywhere from like 30 to 50 bucks. There's a short section that I didn't even have time to look through. You guys, I only had about an hour and a half in this store. I easily could have spent another hour, but just look at how big this section is. I'm going to show you a close-up of the price list for DVDs, books, CDs. If I were at home, I would scan all of these books for Amazon, but as I mentioned, I have to, I had to ship stuff home from Dallas, so I didn't want to be shipping a bunch of heavy books, so I didn't pick up any books. They have a ton of bags and luggage. This store is just awesome. I'm definitely going to come back here because my dad and my grandparents live in Oklahoma, so you have to fly into Dallas, so I'll be back here. I just wanted to show you this Insanity set. They were only charging $3 for it. Insanity is a workout program. It is the only time in my life I've ever had a six-pack. It is very difficult, but it is amazing. I think it's like a 60 or 90-day program, and as you go on, the workouts get progressively longer and more difficult. Like when I started, I think the workouts were only 20, 30 minutes, and then by month 2, you guys, the workouts actually end up being like an hour and a half. Anyways, I kind of want a tangent about Insanity, but I just thought I'd throw that out there. It's a bit dated. I mean, it came out in early 2000s, but I was in some of the best shape I've ever been in. But if you ask some of my friends, they'd tell you that I was too skinny. I was also vegan at that time, so whatever. I'm not sponsored by Beachbody. I wish I was. Moving on to the hard goods, friends. Tons and tons of hard goods. I thought that these Ikea glasses were a great deal. I think they were charging $5, $6. What does it say on that box there? $6. Set of 4. Oh, excuse me, guys. I'm trying to eat lunch while doing this voiceover. Set of 4 glasses for $6, brand new in box. I thought that was great. If I were not traveling, I would have definitely spent more time checking out all these hard goods, but I hate to sound like a broken record. I have to ship stuff, so I didn't want to ship a bunch of fragile stuff. I want to get more into selling toys and like children's stuff. I just don't know anything about that category. You guys, one time I sold a used stuffed animal. I guess it was really popular. I just did Google Lens on it and I was like, oh, this looks unique. This looks popular. It ended up selling for $55 and I paid $1 for it. So I just need to like take the time and just kind of like do Google Lens on a bunch of those stuffed animals and stuff. You can just easily wash them and sometimes they're worth quite a bit of money. So we're reaching the end here. I didn't even have enough time to check out like the men's section. I just quickly went through it. This calculator so reminded me of my childhood. My mom used to have this in her office and she worked at a CPA firm and it just reminds me of her just clicking away on that little calculator. But I stopped filming in the men's sweater section. I just went through this quickly. So we're going to go back to the car. I'm going to show you what I actually picked up, give you some tips and tricks. And then at the end of this video, if you're interested in like seeing a site in Dallas, we did a bunch of touristy stuff, sightseeing. So I will show you that. All right, friends, as you can see, it is now dark. I was officially in there for like an hour and 20 minutes. A couple of things before I forget. That store, I'm trying to get everything straight in my head. That store is all sales are final. No returns, no exchanges, which kind of sucks because I don't know if I'm a little spoiled, but in LA, I think almost all of Southern California, I could be wrong, you can exchange. I know for sure in the Los Angeles area, you can exchange for 7 days. It might be a little longer than that with a receipt, so that kind of stinks that you can't do that. All sales are final. For some reason, you guys, I was expecting that every thrift store I hit in Dallas to be a home run. I think it's the mentality of the grass is always greener on the other side. We always think, well, I always think, oh, I'm going to a major city, like if I go to Manhattan, New York, any major city, I'm going to go to the thrift store and everything's going to be gold. It's the same as thrifting in Los Angeles. People always message me, when you thrift in Los Angeles, like every time, do you find high-end stuff? No, you guys, I have to sift through Walmart and Target and H&M stuff to find a couple of goldies. So that was the same thing here. Huge store, as you could see. One of the biggest shoe sections I've seen in a Goodwill in a very long time. Not the biggest, but one of the biggest. But yeah, I had to sift through a lot of stuff just to find a couple things. So I ended up spending $53, which is a lot considering I only got 6 items. But I don't know if I mentioned this in the voiceover part. I'm looking for more unique, higher average sales price items on this trip because, as I've mentioned to you guys, I'm going to either have to pay for the extra luggage to ship this stuff back, you know, on the plane, which I think first bag is $30, second bag is $40. Little travel hack though, friends. If you can afford it and you have a lot of luggage, if you upgrade to first class on a lot of airlines, you get unlimited bags, no charge. I mean, of course you're paying for the upgrade to first class, but sometimes when I go sourcing on these trips, if I have like 4 or 5 or 6 pieces of luggage of inventory, it's worth it to pay like the extra one. I don't know, sometimes I've gotten upgraded to first class for like $60. That was a rare occasion, but for the extra $100 you can save a lot. So anyways, I'm gonna have to pay to ship this stuff back, so I'm looking for more unique pieces. I'll just show you what I got real quick because I don't know when you guys are gonna see this stuff listed. Just being honest, because it just might be a while. So I had never seen this brand before. I know I showed this to you guys in the store. These are an older style, but they're in really good condition. The only thing is that the bottom of the shoe, the sole's not that great, but the sole is leather. They're a size 10. All shoes, I finally figured out the shoe price. I know I told you guys in the voiceover part. I don't know what the shoe price was. All shoes are $8.99 unless they're yellow tagged, then it's half off. So these were $8.99. I'm hoping to sell these for anywhere from $30 to $50. Comps for this brand and the older style shoes are all over the place. This is definitely a bolo, you guys. If I'm talking a little fast, it's because it's getting dark. I don't really know where I'm at. And we want to go sightseeing tonight. I don't know how long this video is, but if we do go out sightseeing, I'll take you guys along with me and show you a little bit of Dallas. But the brand is Pretty Ballerinas. These shoes can retail anywhere from like $100 to $200, brand new. Look at these, you guys. They are in great condition. I don't know if you can tell because it's dark. They're a size 10 and yellow tags were 50% off. So I ended up paying what, $4.50 for these. I'm hoping for these I'll get at least $50. So I was really happy to find that. A brand I've never heard of, never seen before. So that's what I was looking for in there. So that's why I didn't get that many items. I showed this to you guys. I know that. The brand is Yushi, Y-U-S-H-I. Made in USA. The The bigger sizes tend to sell better on eBay. I've noticed like the larges and extra larges were the ones that were mostly sold. But I did see this exact jacket sold for $55. How much did I pay for this jacket? I can't remember the jacket price. I think it was $7.99. I think. No, ooh, this was $9.99. Okay. I always question my purchases after I buy them and I pay up. Well, not pay up, but like, you know. It's definitely ain't Ben's pricing. I'm not even gonna butcher this brand. I showed it to you guys in the store. Some people have this listed as Anthro. I don't know if it is. It's just a really nice, soft black, blue and beige striped long sleeve sweater. I saw this exact one sold for $45 on eBay. So this I paid $7.99 for. Again, it just stood out to me because I've never seen this brand tag before, and I felt it and I was like, this feels soft. I don't see any flaws. Let me look it up. So that's why I picked that up. And then I picked this up for myself because I'm running out of stuff to wear. So I've told you guys this. I'm 13 months postpartum and I feel like I'm just now shedding a ton of weight. So I'm really struggling to find stuff that fits me. Maternity doesn't fit me anymore, but my pre-pregnancy stuff that's like a size 2-4 doesn't fit yet. So I'm basically like a 6'8". So I bought this pants jean jumpsuit. Hopefully it'll fit to wear tomorrow, and it buttons up. I thought it was really cute. I could throw it on with my combat boots or my flats or my heels because we're going to be walking a lot tomorrow. I bought that for myself. That was, let me just look at the receipt. I think they had it as a dress. That was $8.99. That's not bad. And then I picked up these. These are the only ones that I'm kind of like, should I have paid $8.99 for these? These are Franco Sarto, but they're in great condition, you guys. They are a size 6. I thought it was 6.5. I'm pretty sure these are new. I'm just gonna list them like new. They're calf hair, and I saw some comps for these for around 35 to 45 bucks used. So I don't know. I'm gonna price these a little higher because these are literally looks like someone wore them once and then just decided they didn't want them. So that's everything I got. Hopefully you guys are enjoying these like travel thrift with me videos. There's going to be a lot more coming at you. I'm going to Hawaii with my dad in 2022. I've heard thrifting over there is very expensive though. So thrift's coming there. But tomorrow, forget about Hawaii. I'm jumping way ahead. Tomorrow I'm going to the bins. I'm going to hit up a couple thrift stores. Tomorrow's our last day in Dallas. So subscribe if you enjoy these because there can be more coming at ya. And I will see you soon. Ciao. Okay, we're at the Reunion Tower on top of the Hyatt hotel. Sorry. It's the 15th floor. And you can see amazing views. Wow, this is nice. And it's really warm today. It's like 79 degrees. Zane is having a blast. He loves lights. Anything that's lit up. But this was, I think, $18 per adult. And then kids under 3 are free. So it's nice.